So, this is Operation Shining Steel then?
After reviewing the whole plan like this, it seems more reckless than it does bold.
We may not have much margin for error, but I think this could actually work.
So basically, we're gonna get a bunch of teams to raid all the salt pails at once, put them out of commission, and then have the Courageous 2 charge into the fortress while its barrier is down. That about sum it up?
Yes, but there's little chance that things will go so smoothly. I'm sure we'll have a number of unforeseen circumstances to deal with. Our top priority, however, is making sure the Divine Knights and Class 7 get to the target.
That's right. So even if something goes awry and the Courageous 2 is unable to land, we can continue with the plan. As long as Rean and the others can successfully board the fortress in time, we still have a chance.
Our foes will try to end the rivalry of the Seven as the Great Twilight reaches its climax. If we manage to seize control of the rivalries before then, however, we may be able to prevent them from achieving their goals.
At this point, they think they've already won. It's likely they'll welcome Instructor Rean since they need him to finish the rivalries. And that will be our chance.
That's all fine and good, but what about the salt pails? One glance and you could tell they're bad news. They're giving off one hell of an ominous vibe.
Yes. They seem to be pulsing with energy from the lower planes, and this same energy is what's letting them act as singularities, making them nearly impregnable.
Further, given the devils that have been appearing all over lately, I get the feeling we may find even worse things protecting each of the pails.
Yes. It's something we'll need to be prepared for.
Well, if we know what we gotta do, then all that's left is to go do it.
That's right. It's our turn now.
You can leave one of the salt pails to the Liberal team. We just gotta decide on which of us is going.
The same for us in the SSS. As members of the Radiant Wings, let us help clear a path for you and the others.
Estelle, Lloyd, everyone.
Aw, you guys.
Guess we should have seen this coming, huh?
You can count on us, too.
Duvalie.
Are you sure?
Yes. Since my lord's passing, I've managed to clear my mind a bit.
The time has come for the Stahlritter to unite once more, to see our lord's will done.
Our lord saw fit to grant you her power. It's our duty to carry her torch to light your way.
All of you.
Don't forget to save some seats for us, huh? We'll be teaming up with those Stahlritter gals, if that's okay.
The boss would have wanted as much from us.
Zeno, Leo.
Sheesh. This is one hell of a lineup.
In that case, you can add Sharon and me to the list of volunteers.
As maid of the Reinford family, I would be honored if you would allow me to fulfill this particular role. Angie! You too, Sharon? Lady Angelica and I have also suffered at the hands of our foes. After careful discussion, we have decided it would only be appropriate to return the favor.
From what I hear, Lieutenant Colonel Mueller will be returning to the Courageous 2 tomorrow. I figured I'd leave the steering up to the expert, so I can get back to kicking some ass.
Sharon, Angelica. Then you can count me in too.
Can't let you do that, Toa. We need you here. You've got both the Courageous 2 and the entire operation to look after.
Angelica's right. I'd very much prefer you to remain at your post.
I'll be on the bridge as well. But even then, I suspect we'll have our hands full manning the air defenses.
I... understood. There's no need for concern, Toa. We're all in this together. Every one of us has their own part to play. Thank you, both of you. But still, we can't just send them out by themselves.
Then I guess you'll just have to let me join them.
Huh, so that's why you two were acting weird.
I'm sure you must think I have no right to come back like this. I can't possibly make up for everything I've done. But I'm going to help anyway, because I'd rather not get the same failing marks Franz did.
George.
So that makes 3. Not as many as I'd like, but
Then allow me to lend you a hand.
Grandmother,
I fulfilled my duty as a witch, and Leanne has passed. Now that I have played my part, I may as well bloom one final time for you young folk. Were we to add my strength to that of the Ragnar girl, a former gnome, and the Rhineford maid, would that be sufficient?
that'd be more than enough. But if it's possible, I'd prefer to have the curvier version of you come with us.
Angie, I don't think now's really the time.
It would be our pleasure to have you accompany us, Lady Roselia.
For crying out loud.
we now have 4 groups. Our forces have expanded considerably.
But what about the last pail?
You can leave that one to me.
Principal Le Guin!
Aren't you supposed to be focusing on all that meal mirage stuff?
Certainly. But the plan has always been to leave the first day of the operation in Wallace's hands. I'll be taking over tomorrow, once the war begins in earnest.
Lieutenant General Bright anticipates that both sides will spend the first day scouting, with perhaps a few light skirmishes at best. Presumably, General Van Dyke will mobilize the Imperial Army with a similar mindset.
All bets are off once that second day hits, however. Odds are, all 8 battlefronts will erupt into all-out carnage at about the same time.
The Imperial Army will likely be forced to a halt in both Liberl and Remiferia. You can expect they'll deploy their strongest armored divisions, the 3rd and 4th included, at that time.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case.
And the reason you're helping us out is so things don't get to that point, right?
Perhaps. It should be a suitable warm-up for the decisive battle to come, at least. Though, of course, I won't be going it alone.
It's as the General says. We too will be assisting you. For the first day, anyway.
This will be my final duty as head of the Arcade School. I shall prove us worthy in succeeding the Sandblock name.
Don't know if I measure up to these 3, but this is as good a chance as any to make up for all the time I lost.
Father, Tova.
I had a feeling Vita would show up to help. Can't pass up a chance to hog the spotlight, huh, Vita?
Show him what you can do, Zero Artisan.
Thank you. We couldn't be more lucky to have the 4 of you with us. That goes for the rest of you, too. Estelle, Lloyd, Duvalie, Angelica, Sharon, each and every one of you.
Indeed. And with that, I hereby declare Operation Shining Steel officially underway. We fly tomorrow at noon, as Meal Mirage and the World Serpent begin their clash.
We'll be rendezvousing with the rest of our allies in Michelin later today. This may be the last time we're all together. Sorry we're late.
Pardon us.
It's good to see you all again.